Hello, Bojack community. Today is July 15th, 2026. I just finished watching the game between Argentina and England, and what a semifinal match. So next week, we're going to see Argentina facing Spain, number one ranked team against number two ranked team. The semifinals consist of four teams that are ranked 1, 2, 3, 4 in the world before the World Cup started. So just shows you that in a big tournament like the World Cup, eventually the elite team, they will last until the end. And we see that with this World Cup. That's why I'm kind of surprised to see this conspiracy flowing around on the internet. It's gaining momentum. The netizens are claiming that FIFA is fixing this World Cup for Argentina for whatever reason. To me, that's an extraordinary claim. And as Richard Feynman said, that extraordinary claims requires extraordinary evidence. And we don't have extraordinary evidence to prove that claim. All these videos on YouTube claiming that Egypt was robbed, that the brackets was designed for a way for Argentina to reach the finals. All those things, they are not concrete evidence. They're not even circumstantial evidence. They're not evidence at all. They're just conspiracy theories, with not a single ounce of truth or facts, or anything backing them up. For example, the game between Egypt and Argentina. If you look at before the game, Argentina was ranked number one in the world. Egypt was probably ranked somewhere in the 40s, So it's expected for Argentina to win that game. It's kind of like if you play poker. Pocket aces are supposed to beat 10 jack suited 80% of the time. Can 10 jack win against pocket aces? Of course it can. Just like if you randomly deal 100 hands out, pocket aces will win probably around 80 of those hands, and jack 10 suited will win about 20. But an Argentina win was expected, okay, because it was the number one ranked team in the world. So even if the flop did not favor Argentina, use the poker analogy again, but you have the turn and the river, and anybody who plays poker would know that how many hands are won by the river card. So there's no conspiracy, in my opinion. Are referees perfect? Of course, they're human beings. They make mistakes. But I don't think there was a conspiracy. The FIFA just conspired with the referees to rig the World Cup for Argentina to win, for Messi to win. That's just preposterous. And the anti-Semites are coming out saying that Messi went to visit Israel and kissed the Wailing Wall, and that's why because supposedly the world is being controlled by the Jewish people, right? That's why FIFA is doing everything they can to let Argentina win. And that's just totally nonsense. So are the referees perfect? No. Did they make minor mistakes here and there? Probably. But there was no conspiracy, okay? There's no conspiracy from FIFA. There's not a fix. Because anyone who has lived in the world for a few years as adult would know that, are there cheating going on in the world? Of course there are. There's cheating going on every day around us. But most of the cheating are being done in the darkness when people are not looking, right? The game we just saw probably had a billion viewers all over the world. The final will probably have 2 or 3 billion people watching. Who knows how many people, The whole world will be watching. Every set of eyes of the world is on that game, on FIFA, on World Cup right now. Do you think any rational person, any smart person, any regular person would even attempt to cheat under those circumstances when all the eyes of the world are on you? You know, same thing with the moon landing. You know, people are saying, "Oh, the moon landing must be a conspiracy. America never landed on the moon. It was just a movie that was made by Stanley Kubrick." It's just preposterous, you know, because every set of the eyes are on you. Not only American eyes, but Russian eyes, Chinese eyes, North Korean eyes. Everybody, their eyes on America. You think America is gonna cheat, you know, create a fake video in front of the world like that? It's just ridiculous. So that's just my rant here. I just cannot believe this conspiracy attacking Argentina is floating around on the internet. You know, the anti-Semites are even coming out saying that Messi, you know, he went to the Wailing Wall and kissed the Wailing Wall, and that's why the Jewish people are fixing the game for him. It's just ridiculous, man. We need to stand up against anti-Semitism, against all racism, you know, anti-Semitism especially. Not much going on for the crypto side. You know, we're still in the summer lull, but the war is going on, raging on in the Middle East. You know, I just want to comment on Trump because, you know, this guy, I think the only reason he resumes the war is because he's truly afraid of his own life. You know, he doesn't really care about the Iranian people, you know, at least not nearly as much as he cares about his own life. Because right now the IRGC are threatening to kill him. Now he realizes that he cannot negotiate with these crazy terrorists, these fanatical cultists, really not even terrorists, cultists. If you remember, a couple months ago, the IRGC also threatened to kill Ivana Trump. And Trump didn't really react to it. You know, I mean, I don't want to judge him or anything. It seems like he only cares about the threat of the IRGC when his own life was being threatened. So, you know, when Ivana Trump was threatened, he was negotiating with the terrorists. So I just hope that, you know, I'm glad that he's trying to get the job done, but I just hope that the ceasefire did not give the room for the IRGC to breathe, you know, to recover. Right now, you know, I'm not surprised if they're plotting, the IRGC are plotting some kind of terrorist act against the West, against America, against Israel. You know, the Europeans, you know, they were against America from the get-go. So I don't think the Muslims will try to target Europe. But let's pray for Israel, pray for America, especially this World Cup final. Let's pray that God protect New York City, the whole city for the final match. And may His will be done. Thank you so much for tuning in. I'll see you on the next video.